Let me also specifically then ask you about the government's plans as far as SUUTI's stake is concerned. And there's been a lot of buzz and speculation around Axis Bank in specific. I don't know whether an offer has been made by Uday Kotak and Kotak Mahindra Bank for Axis's SUUTI's share in Axis or not. But if that were to happen, sir, what would the government's thinking be?
Well, I would not like to respond to various stories which appear in the media. You know, somebody wanting to make an offer or somebody has made an offer. I would not like to comment on that. But so far as SUUTI stakes are concerned, like other disinvestment decisions which government is taking, as and when a situation arises, the government will take a considered call. And the government, naturally SUUTI shares are important for the government. And government will take the call when a situation arises. So I would not like
You would not be averse to the idea, though, if somebody were to come to you, whether it's Kotak or somebody else, as far as the Axis stake is concerned?
No, I cannot make a speculative answer to your speculative question.
Let me ask you then another speculative question, sir, and that has to do with Hindustan Zinc and the residual stake there. You know, we've heard from several cabinet ministers saying that there is absolutely no reason for the government to continue to hold on to its stake in Hindustan Zinc. We've just seen a significant dividend being announced by Hindustan Zinc as well. Are we likely to see a closure on this long pending matter?
No, you see, Hindustan Zinc, the company is doing well, and they have announced, you know, an additional dividend very recently, and which is obviously a testimony to the fact that the company is doing well. With regard to government stake sale, as and when government takes any decision, you will come to know about it.
When do we see the strategic stake sale process kicking off,
No,
sir?
I can't say. I can't say. We'll have to wait. As and when the government takes a decision, you will know.
We've got a MPC coming up, sir, next week. What is the expectation now as far as rates are concerned, given where inflation currently stands?
The MPC will take a considered call.
What is the North Block view?
You see, whatever North Block views on this issue are conveyed to, conveyed to the RBI privately through discussions and through interactions which we have from time to time.
But do you believe that there is still elbow room for banks to bring down rates?
I would not like to, say in public what is our expectation. But yes, post demonetization, the banks have lot of, liquidity with them. And the inflation is, very much within the expected zone. And now I'm sure the MPC will take a considered policy call.
What is the outlook now as far as growth itself is concerned, sir? If you're seeing signs of a visible pickup in the economy with demonetization also sort of having been dealt with, what is the expectation now as far as growth is concerned?
You see, current year, as you know, the CSO has projected 7.1%. We are closing the financial year tomorrow. We will have the figures 2 months down the road. So far as next year is concerned, 17-18 is concerned, I think I would expect the growth to be in the range of, in the zone of about 7.5% or little higher than 7.5%.
7.5%. Since we're talking about NPS, I also want to end by asking you about farm loan waivers. And this has been something that various parties have promised as part of their election manifestos. It is a matter under consideration between state governments as well as banks, etc. Where do things stand on individual promises for farm loan waivers?
I think the finance minister has replied this matter in the parliament yesterday and perhaps day before. What the finance minister has stated in the floor of the house is that the state governments will take necessary decision in this regard. And
but what could be then the impact as far as the banking sector is concerned? What is the exposure, sir, for instance, at least as far as UP, because that is now something that is a matter under consideration?
I can't say because no decision has been taken in this regard. So I cannot say what is going to be the, what is going to be the way forward. So far as the agricultural loan waiver is concerned, as I said, the finance minister has already stated the position in sufficient detail in the floor of the house, and I have nothing more to add to that.
Sir, on recapitalization, because you said that the NPA issue as well as recapitalization will have to be looked at parallelly. At this point in time, do you believe that given the fact that you want to address the resolution urgently, there may be a need to recapitalize as well?
No, in the budget speech itself.
No, beyond what has already been promised.
No, that's what I'm saying. In the budget speech, the finance minister has himself said that as and when additional funds are required, government will provide the additional funds.
Do you feel that there will be the need at this point?
No, at this point of time, no. At this point of time, no. There was an Indradhanush scheme according to which we were to provide 25,000 crores for 2 years, then 10,000 crores followed by another 10,000 crores in 18-19. So as per the Indradhanush scheme, we have provided 10,000 crores for 17-18. At this point of time, we do not feel there is need for any additional capital. And let us also remember that with the, the yields on the G-Secs coming down, with regard to the, the banks, the value of the securities which the banks already hold, I think there is a significant improvement in that. So therefore, at the moment, I don't see any additional need. There is need, in any case, the whole 10,000 crores for provided in 17-18 is available from day after tomorrow.
A quick question, sir, as far as the movement in the rupee is concerned, breaking 65, the anticipation was it was going to go all the way to 70, but it's actually moving in a different direction altogether. How are you viewing the moves in the rupee, sir?
You see, the markets, especially the currency markets, have their own way. We have no fixed, I think the RBI has also clarified it time and again, that we have no fixed level at which we want the rupee to be, but it's a market driven process, it's a market determined process. I think at the current level I would feel that at the current level there could be some fluctuations here and there, but I think what goes to say, show that the Indian economy continues to be robust. Our exports have also grown over the last 3 to 4 months. Last month, I think in the month of February, the growth was about, January or February was about about 17.5% growth. Exports are doing well. The economy is slowly picking up. And the rupee, I think, we'll have to see how it plays out, but I think it's in a expected zone.
Eye on the monsoons, sir. The first forecast seems to indicate that there could be deficiencies as far as the monsoon is concerned.
I would like to wait for the IMD forecast. The Indian Meteorological Department forecast has not yet come. Let the IMD forecast come, and then we'll have to deal with it.
Well, Mr. Das, always a pleasure speaking with you, sir. Thank you very much for joining us here on CNBC TV 18. That's the Economic Affairs Secretary Shaktikanta Das on a whole host of issues, including the big one, which the markets are watching very, very closely, and that is the state of resolution for NPAs. From all of us here from the Finance Ministry, goodbye. Many thanks for watching.